Welcome to the Sleepy Adults podcast, where we bring you a unique blend of sleep meditation and bedtime stories for adults. I'm Harry, and my mission is to guide you towards a peaceful night's sleep, helping you leave behind the stress and distractions of the day. Each episode is meticulously crafted to combine mindfulness techniques with soothing narratives, creating an experience designed to help you drift into dreamland effortlessly. Before you drift off to sleep, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more relaxing content. Tonight, I invite you on a special journey through the enchanting streets of Paris. From the twinkling lights of the Eiffel Tower to the serene beauty of Luxembourg Gardens, I'll take you on a meditative stroll that not only showcases the city's landmarks but also delves into its rich history and vibrant culture. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and prepare to be transported to the City of Light. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Picture yourself at the Champ de Mars, standing right beneath the towering majesty of the Eiffel Tower, located at number 5, Anatole Avenue. It's precisely 9 p.m. The final twinkle of the light show fades, leaving a magical afterglow. As you stand there, take a moment to really feel the atmosphere, the lingering laughter of tourists, the cool breeze that whispers through the trees, and the soft hum of Parisian nightlife. Begin your journey by walking southeast towards the Seine River. Your steps take you to number 45, de l'Université Street, where a cozy café called Le Petit Bistrot awaits. Imagine the atmosphere: wooden tables, vintage French posters on the wall, and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee mixed with buttery croissants. On the second floor of this building, Ernest Hemingway once found his muse. Picture him, bathed in the soft light of a table lamp, typing away into the night. Take a deep inhale, filling your senses with the imagined scent of old books and rich coffee, a blend that Hemingway might have enjoyed. Now, let's continue. Walk down de l'Université Street for 2 more blocks, then make a left onto Quai Branly. Notice how the atmosphere changes as you approach the river. As you turn onto Quai Branly, you soon find yourself facing Pont d'Iéna. Before taking your first step onto this historic bridge, pause. Take a deep breath, grounding yourself in this moment. You're about to walk across a bridge built to honor one of Napoleon's victories. Halfway across Pont d'Iéna, you notice a variety of street vendors on your left. One in particular, Jean's stall, catches your eye. He's an elderly man with twinkling eyes and a warm smile. His collection of vintage postcards is spread out on a faded velvet cloth. He tells you that he's been running this stall for over 40 years, and that he has postcards dating back to the 1920s. Imagine picking up a postcard depicting the Seine from the 1970s. Its colors are slightly faded, but the sentiment is untouched. Breathe in deeply, as if you could inhale the stories captured in this piece of history. As you reach the end of the bridge, Place du Trocadero opens up before you. This grand space is home to the Trocadero Gardens, a sprawling green haven that beckons you in. You step off the bridge and into the Trocadero Gardens. Before going any further, you turn around to take in the stunning view of the Eiffel Tower. Its silhouette against the night sky is a breathtaking sight. For a moment, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and enjoy this famous view. Now explore the gardens. Each crunch of gravel beneath your feet seems to echo with history. As you walk, you pass by several bronze sculptures and statues, each one a frozen moment of artistic expression. The garden is dotted with benches, and you can imagine the countless conversations and stolen kisses that have taken place here over the years. Take a deep breath, imagining the scent of fresh earth and blooming flowers mixing with the crisp night air. Slowly exhale, feeling a sense of peace wash over you. You reach the end of the garden and find yourself facing President Wilson Avenue. Turn right, and you'll soon see the Museum of Modern Art at number 11. As you walk down President Wilson Avenue, the atmosphere subtly shifts. The air feels heavier with history as you approach Place de l'Alma. Take a deep breath as you reach the square, filling your lungs with the blend of old and new that defines Paris. Standing here, you can't help but notice the Flame of Liberty, a golden replica of the flame held by the Statue of Liberty from the United States. Across the square, you spot Chez Francis, a cozy café located at number 7, Place de l'Alma. The café is renowned for its panoramic views of the Eiffel Tower. Imagine sitting on its terrace, sipping on a cup of herbal chamomile tea, its warmth spreading through your body as you gaze at the city's iconic landmark. Take a deep breath, inhaling the imagined aroma of the tea mixed with the evening breeze from the Seine. You leave the square and turn right onto Quai Branly. Here, the Seine runs parallel to the road, its waters shimmering under the city lights. An Art Nouveau structure can be found at number 105. Its facade is adorned with intricate ironwork and floral motifs. Georges Pascal, a French playwright known for his tragic love stories, once lived here on the second floor. Take a moment to imagine him, sitting at an antique desk, scribbling down lines that would break 1,000 hearts. As you continue your walk, you reach number 79, home to Le Musée du Quai Branly. Jacques Chirac, a museum dedicated to indigenous art and cultures. Even though it's closed at this hour, you can still admire the lush vertical garden that adorns its exterior. Breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with the imagined scent of freshly cut leaves. As you exit the Musée d'Orsay, continue your journey along the Quai Anatole. Soon you arrive at the Sainte-Chapelle, located at Boulevard du Palais, number 8. This Gothic marvel is renowned for its breathtaking stained glass windows. Before you enter, take a moment to admire the ornate royal portal, which serves as the main entrance. The intricate carvings depict scenes from the Bible, offering a prelude to the wonders that await inside. Once inside, imagine yourself surrounded by 15 towering stained glass windows, each one more intricate than the last. 1,113 scenes from the Old and New Testaments are shown in the windows. Picture the sunlight, represented by your calm inner light, streaming through these panels, casting multicolored shadows on the stone floor. Take a deep breath, letting the imagined hues of the chapel fill your senses. A short walk from the Sainte-Chapelle, you arrive at one of the most iconic landmarks in the world, the Notre-Dame Cathedral. It is located at number 6, on Parvis Notre-Dame, Jean-Paul II. As you stand before its grand facade, consider the generations of artisans who spent their lives crafting its exquisite details, from the rose windows to the flying buttresses. Imagine walking around its exterior, reaching the garden at the back. known as the Square Jar the 13th. This is where you'd find the oldest tree in Paris, a locust tree planted in 1601. Imagine resting under its shade, feeling the weight of its years as you breathe deeply. As for the interior, picture the vaulted ceilings, the intricate woodwork on the choir stalls, and the medieval stained glass. Each element contributes to an atmosphere of sacred reverence. Imagine the air filled with the fragrance of incense and burning candles during a service in the evening. Take a deep breath and let it mingle with your own sense of spiritual or historical wonder. Leaving behind the sacred majesty of Notre-Dame, you cross the Petit Pont, a stone bridge that leads you into the Latin Quarter. As you walk through this historic neighborhood, imagine the footsteps of great thinkers like Sartre and Descartes echoing alongside yours. Your path takes you along the Saint-Jacques Street. At number 54, you find the Collège de France, a higher education institution where free lectures are given to the public. Picture the grand auditoriums and the spirit of intellectual curiosity that fills the air. Take a deep breath and picture the setting of scholarly endeavor. Not far from here, at number 5, L'École de Médecine Street, is the historic Procope Café, founded in 1686. It lays claim to being the oldest café in Paris. Voltaire and Rousseau were frequent customers. Imagine sitting at a table once occupied by these great minds, sipping a cup of Procope's famous iced lemonade. Breathe in the scent of antiquity mingled with fresh citrus. Continuing your journey, you eventually arrive at the Pantheon. This neoclassical mausoleum houses the remains of numerous distinguished French citizens. Take a moment to admire the grand facade, which draws inspiration from the Pantheon in Rome. Upon entering, you find yourself beneath a massive dome, adorned with frescoes and sculptures that celebrate French history. At the center, the Foucault pendulum swings, a silent testament to the Earth's rotation. Take a deep breath, absorbing the weight of history and the grandeur of human achievement. Below, in the crypt, you'd find the tombs of Voltaire, Rousseau, and Marie Curie, among others. As you stand there, take a moment to breathe deeply, breathing the air of reverence that fills this holy place. Leaving the solemnity of the Pantheon behind, a short walk along Soufflot Street brings you to the Luxembourg Gardens. Even at this hour, the gates are open, inviting you into this place of tranquility. As you walk along the gravel paths, imagine the texture beneath your feet, each crunch grounding you further into this peaceful space. On your right, you'll pass by the French Senate, housed in the Luxembourg Palace. This grand structure stands as a symbol of the French Republic, its pillars and statues exuding an air of authority. Picture the generations of lawmakers who have walked these grounds. As you wander deeper into the gardens, you come across the central pond, known as the Grand Bassin. Picture the surface of the water, calm and reflective, mirroring the surrounding trees and statues. Take a deep breath and imagine the scent of blooming roses. Exiting the Luxembourg Gardens, you head north towards the Church of St. Sulpice, situated at number 2, Palatine Street. This grand edifice is a masterpiece of Baroque architecture, its twin towers reaching for the Parisian sky. As you approach, you can't help but notice the monumental fountain in the square, known as the Fountain of the Four Bishops. Each sculpture is a detailed homage to ecclesiastical figures from France's past. Take a deep, grounding breath, filling your lungs with the air that has circulated through this square for centuries. Imagine stepping inside St. Sulpice, your eyes would immediately be drawn to the grand organ, one of the largest in the world. Famous composers like Charles-Marie Widder and Marcel Dupré served as the church's organists. Imagine yourself sitting in one of the wooden pews, surrounded by the rich tones of an organ recital. Breathe in deeply, absorbing the resonant vibrations of the music as you exhale. Leaving Saint Sulpice, you direct your steps towards the Montparnasse district. Walking along Montparnasse Boulevard, you pass numerous cafés, theaters, and boutiques that line this bustling artery. At number 171, you arrive at La Coupole, an iconic brasserie that has seen a parade of literary and artistic figures like Picasso. Imagine the years rolling back as you step inside, the Art Deco interior transporting you to the roaring 20s. Take a deep breath, inhaling the imagined scents of perfume, tobacco, and French cuisine that fill the air. A bit further down the boulevard, you reach the towering Montparnasse Tower at number 33, Main Avenue. If you were to ascend to its 56th floor observation deck, you'd be greeted by a panoramic view of Paris that stretches as far as the eye can see. Picture the Eiffel Tower, the Sacré-Cœur, and the Seine, all laid out before you like a twinkling tapestry. Take a deep breath, absorbing the freedom and expansiveness of this elevated perspective. Your next destination takes you into the depths of Parisian history, the Catacombs. Located at number 1, Colonel Henry, Royal Tanguy Avenue. While the site is not open at this late hour, standing at its entrance evokes a sense of the profound history that lies beneath the city's streets. These underground tunnels serve as the final resting place for over 6 million souls, their bones arranged in eerie, intricate patterns. Take a moment to consider the generations of Parisians who have come before you, each contributing to the city's rich tapestry of life. Breathe deeply, inhaling the weight of history and the earthiness of this ancient subterranean world, exhaling any fears or anxieties into the ground beneath your feet. Your journey brings you to Place d'Italie, a bustling intersection in the 13th arrondissement that serves as a crossroads between old and new Paris. Modern high-rises share the skyline with classic Parisian architecture. In the midst of this urban blend, you find a charming café called Le Saint Clair, located at number 5. Picture yourself settling into a wrought iron chair at one of its outdoor tables. Imagine the waiter bringing you a steaming cup of herbal tea, perhaps a calming chamomile or a refreshing mint. As you sip your tea, take in the diverse tapestry of life around you, from locals chatting in rapid-fire French to tourists poring over maps. Take a deep, calming breath, absorbing the cosmopolitan energy of this vibrant square as you prepare for the next leg of your Parisian journey. Leaving Place d'Italie, you head towards the charming neighborhood of Boutique-Scales, located in the 13th arrondissement. This area feels like a small village within the city. Cobblestone streets, Art Nouveau architecture, and street art murals create an atmosphere that's both quaint and eclectic. As you stroll along Cinq Diamants Street, you come across Chez Gladine, a Basque restaurant at number 44, known for its hearty dishes and vibrant atmosphere. Imagine the warmth and laughter that fill the air as diners enjoy traditional Basque meals. Take a deep breath, inhaling the imagined aromas of rich stews and freshly baked bread. Continuing your journey, you make your way to the Bibliothèque François Mitterrand, located at Quai François Mauriac. This modern library complex stands as a symbol of France's commitment to education and culture. As you approach the 4 angular towers that resemble open books, picture the countless volumes that lie within. each a world unto itself. Imagine stepping into the grand reading room, its wooden desks filled with students and scholars absorbed in their work. Take a deep breath and smell the imagined scent of old manuscripts, leather-bound books, and the subtle aroma of ink and paper. Exhale slowly, feeling a sense of intellectual curiosity and peace envelop you. From the library, you head north towards Canal Saint-Martin, a waterway that brings a unique charm to the 10th arrondissement. As you walk along Quai des Valmy, you notice the iron footbridges that cross the canal, each one a relic from a bygone era. Picture the canal boats navigating through the series of locks and under the graceful arches of these bridges. At number 50, Quai des Valmy, you find Le Vervol, a wine bar that offers a curated selection of natural wines. Imagine sitting by the window, enjoying a glass of wine as you watch the world go by. Take a deep breath, savoring the bouquet of wine mingled with the fresh air coming off the water. Your walk along the canal leads you to Place de la République, a square that often serves as the heart of public gatherings and demonstrations. At its center stands the statue of Marianne, the personification of the French Republic. Around her, you notice engraved quotes from the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. Close your eyes and take a deep breath, absorbing the historical and political significance that circulates this space. Feel the collective aspirations for liberty, equality, and fraternity as you exhale. The final leg of your journey takes you to Le Marais, one of Paris's oldest and most vibrant districts. You travel back in time as you stroll through its small streets. At number 16, Rosiers Street, you come across L'As du Falafel, a popular spot known for its delicious Middle Eastern cuisine. Imagine the scent of freshly made falafel, hummus, and shawarma filling the air. The Place des Vosges, Paris's earliest planned square, is where your journey comes to an end. Picture the symmetrical red brick houses that surround the square and the central park filled with linden trees. Take one last deep breath, inhaling the beauty, history, and diversity that make up the tapestry of Paris. Our calming trip through the streets of Paris has come to an end. I hope you're feeling ready to drift off into a peaceful sleep. Thanks for listening to this special episode of Sleepy Adults. If you're still awake and enjoyed the journey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This way, you can catch all of our soothing bedtime stories. I wish you a good night and sweet dreams.